Well, Harness Racing New Zealand is thrilled to present Anthony MacDonald here in New Zealand in the later part of September. He is holding his first seminar at Invercargill on Friday the 21st of September at the Ascot Park Function Centre. Then on Tuesday 25th of September he'll be at Twiggers at Addington, and then on Wednesday 26th September he'll be at Karaka. Now all three of those seminars start at 7 p.m, and earlier this year I caught up with Anthony on the Harness Half Hour to find out more about what the seminars will entail.
I am. So my wife and I are counting down the days, actually. It's really busy right now, but every day she always mentions she can't wait to go to New Zealand. So it's going to be pretty cool.
Well, we can't wait to have you, Anthony. And just a bit of a background around the stable. Can you quickly tell our listeners about the setup and how it came about?
Yeah, so first and foremost, the reason it came about was, honestly speaking, to ensure employment at the time. I had just finished working in politics, actually. When we had lost the slots over here, I ran for a seat in I don't know what would be the equivalent in New Zealand, but it would be quite frankly, I ran to represent 122,000 people in southwestern Ontario, and finished second. But along the way, I learned a lot about what people thought about horse racing and how they felt about horse racing, and from that information developed a program that I thought would intrigue people in the general public. Give people an opportunity to get involved in horse racing at an affordable, budgetable level, and it worked out really well. The first year, I think you interviewed me the first year. The first year we only had maybe 39 or 40 clients. Mm-hmm. And over the last 2 and a bit years, so over the last 2 years, we've grown to 462 clients as of this morning in 10 different countries. So it just goes to show you, for the horsemen out there that are concerned about the condensing of our industry and the difficulties surrounding it, there is a way forward. And if we bring this industry back into the general public where it started, I think that people will be happily surprised at what they find. I think our numbers are strong and they're very scalable. So you can take one stable of the stable.ca and say, okay, well, Anthony and Amy MacDonald brought 460 people into the industry, most of them first-time owners. But how can other people do it? Well, it's easy. I mean, there's 8 billion people on Earth. And, the message we have resonates with everybody. These are just general people, whether they're doctors, lawyers, teachers, the guy that drives a mail truck or works in the bank. People love horses, and we give them an opportunity to get involved in a great sport at a first-person participation level that isn't seen anywhere else in the sporting world.
Yeah, and I guess in the seminars, Anthony, the main message that you're going to be presenting is that it's not that hard to grow a business in this way. Exactly, yeah, and that's the whole thing. It's a message for the whole industry, is that this industry is, as I said in our model, scalable. So this industry can grow, and we can show you how we can prove it. The numbers are right there, and there's it's not like you can say, okay, well, that little store worked in that neighborhood. Well, that's fine. Our store works in every neighborhood. The message that we have attracts people from every demographic, every gender, every walk of life all over the world, and it's represented in our stable. So for me to show how this industry can grow isn't just hypotheticals. We did it. It's tangible. You can see it. You can look through the numbers. You can sift through it and see how it works. And it really is. I tell people all the time, outside of my marriage or my kids, this is the greatest thing I've ever done, and it makes me feel great every day. We're very grateful that you're coming down under, Anthony, to pass this message on. Understand, too, that this year you guys are looking like you could potentially be starting in the Hamiltonian in some massive stakes races. Yeah, we've been very, very fortunate. This all revolves around the people that we attract, too, good, hardworking people that want to be involved in something and grow it with us and make it bigger. And, last year we were fortunate enough to have one of the top colts in Pennsylvania and Lawmaker. He had a slight injury at the start of this year, and we didn't really know how it would turn out. And then he bounced out and was third beat length in the Beal. He trotted 152-1 over the Poconos, and he will be heading to the Hamiltonian, barring any unforeseen injuries between now and then. So we have a lot of people that are really excited about what's going on. We've started our 2-year-old stake season over here in many fronts in many different jurisdictions in North America. We've already had 6 stake winners. Last week we won 3 major stake races in Ohio, which was really, really cool for us. I really like Ohio. The people are nice there. It reminds me of home, and it's a great racing circuit also. So Ontario starts tonight. We're racing in the 2-year-old pacing fillies division tonight, and then we have some horses Thursday in the 2-year-old colt pace division, and then the trotters are next week.
Well, I know you're a busy man. You're about to head to the track yourself, Anthony. But just finally, before we sign off, if anyone in New Zealand is listening to this, and we've opened your seminars, they're free. So Invercargill, Christchurch and Auckland, and you will be speaking at our annual conference as well. What can you say, Anthony, to encourage someone to come along and just hear what you've got to say?
Well, listen, I think we all love this game. Once it gets in your blood, whether it's in Canada, the United States, or New Zealand, once it gets in your blood, it stays there forever. And I think we've all seen a real dramatic slide in our industry over the last decade. And we've all wondered what we're going to do and how is the industry going to survive, and if so, how's it going to grow? And I think this has been a real stumbling block for our industry across the board. And to have a model that works, to have a model that it isn't a guy telling you about what he thinks will work, it has. We can show you the numbers, we can show you how it works, and most importantly, we can show you how you can do it also. This isn't the Colonel's secret recipe, for the KFC over here. This is something that anybody can do. It's just, somebody says, well, geez, how do you do it? You know what, it's just like clean installs. You just put your head down and work. And a lot of hard work goes a long way in this industry and in the general public. And the good news for us is, our industry is full of good, hardworking people. So this is a message that will definitely help the industry going forward. And it's definitely something that has been very, very intriguing to watch grow from somebody that built it, but also somebody in the industry that sees a lot of these same faces that I did when we lost the slots, people that were sad and down in the dumps and didn't know which way to move forward. It's great to have a message that actually works. And this does.
And we thank Anthony and Amy MacDonald for making time to come down to New Zealand and hold these free seminars. If you're wishing to attend, you can email me, jess@hrnz.co.nz. These are free seminars, and we encourage everyone involved in harness racing to head along, particularly those who are wanting to find out more about self-promotional skills, how they can grow their business and also market themselves. And we look forward to the first of these seminars at Ascot Park on Friday, the 21st of September.